Hey everybody, this is Seagles are cool here, or Brandon Redfield, and today we are back with another video and a new series to this channel, which I am going to call Storytelling with Seagles. Now, quick little backstory about the name Seagles. One of my old teammates I used to play with gave me the name. He just randomly called me it one day when we were playing, and I liked the name, so I stuck with it. Now, this series I'm going to explain to you is basically me just playing, commentating over some gameplay. Today, this is a UMG me and my friends played. But, basically it's going to be me talking about stories in my life that mostly involve gaming most of the time, but sometimes you'll see some, real life stories in here. But here's some examples of ones you might see, like my favorite game of all time, my favorite moment in gaming, my best moment in gaming, stuff like that. But today's topic is going to be my first competitive game I ever played. Now, when I mean competitive, I mean, like, a game I took seriously first, and really played it at a competitive level. I joined clans, really like strategized on it, took it seriously, stuff like that. Let me give you some background of this story. So basically, I grew up playing on the SNES and the PS2. And SNES had no multiplayer. PS2 had multiplayer, but I didn't have like an online cable to play it. So I was always stuck playing single player. I never knew what multiplayer was. I never knew you could play with people online. But once around the time the PS3 was coming out, I decided I wanted to get one. The PS2 was getting a little boring. I wanted to switch to PS3. And when I bought my PS3, one of the games that came with it, I'm pretty sure I got two, but one of the launch titles that came with it was Resistance: Fall of Man. Now, when I first got this game, I didn't know about any multiplayer. I didn't know what it was, so I just played the single player, which scared the living shit out of me. That game, as like an 8-year-old or 7-year-old, is the scariest thing ever. I swear to God. But once I beat the single player, I didn't really know what to do, so I kind of stopped playing it. I went back to playing my PS2 games, and one day my sister walked in my room and asked, "Why aren't you playing Resistance?" And I told her I beat it. I beat the single player. There's nothing else to do. And she told me, "You see that mode over there called multiplayer? That mode allows you to play with other people online and face them or a team with them." And as a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old, this blew my mind. I was so shocked that you could actually play with other people in the world. I was like, really? It was such a good experience to hear that you could play with other people. So I immediately hopped on it. I remember the first game like it was yesterday. I was playing, and I spawned in with a shotgun. Now, this was like the first gun I used, and I remember walking around and I don't know if I should shoot him, or should I just, let him walk by, maybe he'll be my friend. This was, I'm pretty sure, free-for-all, but, I walk up to him, and for a second, he doesn't kill me, so I'm like, oh, this is a nice guy. Literally, right after I say that in my head, he pulls out like a rocket launcher, just blows me to bits. It was my first death in a multiplayer game ever, and I remember it, blue point. I just remember it. And, basically, once I started getting better at the game, I started, see a lot of people with, like, the same clan tag. I was like, huh, what does this mean? So, I asked one of the guys, and they said, oh, this is a clan. And, that kind of makes sense, clan tag, clan. But, I asked him, what do you do to join a clan? And he said, well, you gotta be good, and you gotta take it seriously. So, I said, okay. So, at one point, I decided I'm gonna play the game for, 6 hours straight and get really good at it. So, I started playing 6 hours straight, almost every day. And, at one point, I found a team, or a clan, in all the games. I was like, can I join your clan? And, the guys were like, yeah, we gotta try you out, though. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty good. I might be able to get in this clan. So, back out, I try out, and I make it. Now, I forget the name of the clan. I hate that I forget the name, considering it was my first clan ever. Pretty sure it was something Virus, maybe. Something like that. Kind of a generic name, but it was still cool to me. But yeah, I joined the clan, and it was, I remember the first time we all played together. It was a 6v6. I think it was a team death. I don't know if that's what it's called in that game, but I'm pretty sure it was basically team deathmatch. and literally, they were calling out. They said, okay, let me take this gun. I'll give you this gun. I really want this gun. You know, they had so many strategies that I just had to say, can you please help me? I want to get better at this game, and I feel like you guys can really help me. So, you know, we went to a private match. And basically, they taught me spots. They taught me, like, nade spots. They taught me which guns are better on which map. They taught me all this stuff that a competitive team uses. And I got so intrigued. So every day I used to find different spots, and there was a gun where you could wallbang and see through people with, and I used to practice that gun a lot. I used to snipe a lot. I used to do so much trying to get better at that game. I took it so seriously. This was like the first time my mom told me I was getting addicted to video games. And you know, still in that one clan. I'm pretty sure I joined another clan after that, but I remember though the first time we faced another clan. I'm pretty sure it was a 4v4 or a 5v5. And I'm pretty sure one of the guys I played with was named I think Stuff. What was his name? Pretty sure it was either like Streaker or like Rampage or something. I'm sorry, I forget the name. But I played with one of those guys and he was like, okay, we are winning this. This is our first clan battle we've ever played. We're winning it. I got so hyped and intrigued that we actually are taking this seriously. And when the game started, I went into full concentration mode, and it was the search and destroy variant of that game, and I took it so seriously. Literally the whole game, I was calling out, making plays, making clutch plays. It was the funnest I've ever had in the game. At that moment, it was the funnest I've ever had in the game. And I'm telling you guys this story because, by the way, we won the first clan battle, pretty proud. But I'm telling you guys this story because without Resistance Fall of Man, you know, without my sister telling me there's a multiplayer, I wouldn't be making this video for you guys. I wouldn't be playing competitive COD. I wouldn't be doing any of this. I would probably still be playing like, I don't know, like PS2 or something, or heck, I would have bought a PS3 and just played campaign on the video game, which, as we all know, isn't that fun. It gets boring, it gets repetitive, but since I found out there was a multiplayer, I took it so seriously. I love the competitive nature of it, and so without Resistance Fall of Man, I would not be a competitive COD player like I am. I would not do GBs. I would not go over strategies for my team. I wouldn't even know the people I'm playing with right now. You know, I'm Davey and ArmyVet64 or Jake. I would not know either of those people if I did not play Resistance Fall of Man and get my love for competitive gaming inside of me. And how I knew I really was a competitive gamer is when I got Modern Warfare 2, when it was about to come out, I was like, alright, taking this game seriously like I did Resistance, because I didn't buy World at War, I didn't buy COD 4, because my mom thought that was a little too serious, a little too, like, mature for me. But when I got Modern Warfare 2, I immediately wanted to find a clan. And, I just knew from that day on, I wanted to be a competitive player, I wanted to do something big in the esports league, just take gaming seriously. So, yeah guys, basically this video is just explaining to you why and basically how I got into competitive gaming, what my first competitive game was, you know, and like I said, it was Resistance Fall of Man. If you guys want to see how it looked, please go into, like, please type in YouTube Resistance Fall of Man multiplayer gameplay, and you'll see what, you know, I used to play back in the day, but yeah, just wanted to say that's how I got into competitive, and I wouldn't be here today without that game. I wouldn't be talking to you guys, wouldn't be doing anything without that game. Let me think what I'm trying to say to, you know, wrap up the time in this video. But here, leave a comment in the comment section. What was your first competitive video game you took seriously? You know, you really like try hard in. You really took it seriously, joined clans and everything. Put down in the comments. I'd really like to know. Also, you know, write down ideas in the comments. I will be putting down. I will be having a series, another episode of my pub and play out probably today, or either early tomorrow. But please give me ideas for videos. I have a couple of videos ideas, like Call of Duty 101, which hopefully I'll be doing soon. I just need to find some, you know, strategies for you guys, and, you know, don't want to waste your time. But, yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you really enjoyed me telling you about my first competitive video game I've ever played. Hope leave a like, leave a comment, do whatever. Hope you guys like the gameplay. See you guys later.